She's young, she's vivacious, and she's one of the most popular faces on social media. Yes, we are here with Sara Tendulkar.
Hi,
Sara.
hello, hi Sana.
How are you enjoying all the recognition, the popularity, and especially the pap attention that you get, Sara? How does that feel?
It's definitely something a little bit out of my comfort zone, but I'm getting used to it, and here we are today.
And this interview is all about getting to know Sara Tendulkar better. So, Sara, if you have to describe yourself in 5 words, how would you do that?
mm, Fun loving, adventurous, travel junkie, science lover, and foodie.
Amazing. And what does a regular day looks like for Sara?
So I usually wake up and I like to go to the gym first thing. And then, so either gym or Pilates. Then I come back, I eat something, I go to work. Honestly, each work day looks very different to me because some days I'm traveling to different places for the foundation work. Some days I'm working from home, some days I go into office. I'm also opening a Pilates studio now, so I go into the studio quite a bit. So each day is very different, but I really like that. And then honestly, I come home by evening time, I'm exhausted. I'm not a very late night kind of person. So I have dinner usually with family or friends, and then I go to sleep.
Amazing. And how do you fit your skincare and beauty? How does that all fit in this tight schedule?
I think skincare for me is like brushing my teeth. I wake up in the morning, I do my morning routine at night before I sleep. I do my routine. So it's not something that I really have to find time for. It just all kind of happens. And yeah, makeup was the other question.
Yeah.
Makeup, I don't apply makeup every day. It's just for events or if I'm
Right.
going to a party or something like that.
But a lot of young girls are actually looking forward to hear it from you. Like, how does your skincare looks like, especially morning and night, which has become the key word on social media.
Oh my god. My skin routine, I mean, I really believe in consistency because if you don't use a product for at least 3 months, you're not going to see the benefits of it. So, my routine, I like to keep something that I can use very sustainably for the long run. So, my morning routine is pretty simple sunscreen, either a toner or a serum, and face wash first. Face wash first, then a toner or a serum, then sunscreen and lip balm, I never forget. Evening time, face wash, toner or serum again, moisturizer for sure, lip balm, I don't forget. And I try to use like an acid or some kind
Right.
of active maybe twice a week,
Hmm.
not too much. It depends on how my skin feels.
Amazing,
Yeah.
amazing. And also tell me between desi nuskas and luxury products, like what is Sara's go-to hack?
Honestly, I don't think there's like one particular answer for this because things may be very luxurious and expensive and they may not work for you, or if things may be made at home and very organic and desi and still may not work for you. So I feel like each person's skin is so different. You have to kind of find the right balance, what works for you and what doesn't.
Yeah. Amazing. Also, Sarah, tell me, especially when you're young, your idea of beauty is very different. So, tell me, how has that evolved over the years, and what do you think about how is beauty defined for you?
Great question. For me, I think when I was growing up, maybe all of us here had very specific definitions of beauty. It's like what you've seen in the media growing up. But also that's changed now. I mean, everything is more inclusive. You see different types of skin tones, different body types, skin types. So I think that has really helped me shape my idea of beauty. But I also really do believe that beauty is not just skin deep. You really have to be happy and healthy
Yeah.
from within for it to reflect outside. So yeah, I think that's really how my idea of beauty has changed over the years.
And is there a wellness tip that you want to give out to young girls,
A wellness
or a
tip,
fitness wellness tip?
I would say honestly balance. Maybe it's because I'm a Libra, I'm saying that. But balance is really key. You have to have fun also in life. Everything can't
Yeah.
be so regimented that you wake up at 6, you go to the gym, you eat healthy. You have to be able to eat things that you love, junk food once in a while. It's okay to skip a workout. So I think balance honestly
Yeah.
is just the most important.
And because you told us you love traveling, tell me what has been your dream destination? Like, which is your dream destination?
Australia. I really love the country. There's so much to do there. I can go on and on about Australia.
So your top do's and don'ts if someone is traveling to Australia, what would that be?
So this is a do and a don't. Definitely do carry a good strong sunscreen because I mean personally I went surfing there once and I applied sunscreen only on my face and I forgot about my legs because they told me that sunscreen kind of slips off onto the surfboard and then you
Yeah.
can slip off it. So I was like, it's okay if I don't. But my legs were so badly burnt the next day I couldn't wear like tights or anything. I had to just wear loose dresses. So definitely carry sunscreen and apply it because Australian sun is lethal. And another thing I'd say when you're traveling is don't be very rigid in your planning. So, I mean, of course, have a plan, but also be okay with just exploring because every corner of Australia has so many different things to do that you'll honestly just stumble into something that you may not have even known or may not have planned.
Yeah. And if 3 top places in Australia that one has to visit.
So Gold Coast is my favorite place. That's where I learned surfing. So I'll definitely say Gold Coast. I'm very much of a beach person. Lizard Island also I went to. If you're scared of lizards, don't go there. But I went there. The lizards were massive, but the food was amazing. The place was stunning. And of course, if you have to pick a city, I'd say Melbourne.
And are you someone like who's adventurous when it comes to food? Like you go and experiment? Oh,
I'm such a big foodie. I love trying new food. And I love my Indian home food also.
yeah. And tell us one like childhood memory that you have when you travel with your family and there's something that you did that still kind of just is special to you.
So, I mean, with my dad playing and traveling to Australia so much, I visited, the first time I ever went was in 1999. And ever since then, I've been going like once in every 4 years. So, I have got a lot of childhood memories there. They were always very happy because my brother and I were very thrilled. We didn't get to see our dad too much because he was always traveling for cricket. So, when we'd go there, we were very happy to just spend as much time as we could with him.
Right.
Something that I remember distinctly spending almost every New Year's Eve in Australia in Sydney. So the once in every 4 years New Year's Eve we'd spend in Sydney on a boat with the whole team. So that's something that I will never forget. And also going to the MCG. When I was young, I don't think I realized the significance of the MCG, but now when I went back, all those memories kind of just came flooding back.
Amazing, amazing. And were you those siblings who used to fight during traveling? Was that the thing?
No, I feel like
Well-behaved kids.
now we fight more than earlier. Back in the day, I mean, he's younger, so I was always very possessive and protective of him. And yeah, I think I just took care of him. Now he takes care of me.
Sweet. We also have some fashion questions, Sarah. So tell me, what would you wear for a brunch date?
I think like a summer dress, nice summer dress.
Okay. Girls' night out?
A little black dress,
Okay. Red carpet event?
a long gown,
And a professional meeting.
trousers, and a white t-shirt. Pretty classic.
Okay. And if we sneak into Sarah Tendulkar's wardrobe, what are the 3 pieces we'll definitely find there?
Definitely a summer dress. I'm very much of a dress person over jeans, pajamas, and workout gear.
Okay. One fashion advice you want to give to young girls who look up to you?
Be comfortable. Don't fall for trends. Just wear what makes you happy and what makes you feel confident and beautiful.
Amazing. And you also steal clothes from your family, from your mother's wardrobe. Has that happened?
Not so much. I think my mother and my style is very different. So unless it comes to jewelry, I definitely steal that from her. But clothes, not so much. No,
Yeah. And from your dad and brothers, is that t-shirts?
not really. No.
Such a well-behaved girl you are. And we also have some questions on cricket. So it's clean bowl. We want to clean bowl you on that. Tell me, what's your vivid memory of seeing your father play cricket?
If I have to like pick one memory, it would be his retirement match. So that one, I mean, I was old enough to really understand what that meant. But yeah, when I was younger, I don't think I really. I mean, I went for the game, so I do have memories, but I never really grasped it as much as I did when he was retiring.
Right. And with your father and of course brother playing cricket, you never wanted to pick up the bat.
Never. It's been my brother's forte. Played like gully cricket, but never proper.
Yeah. I wanted to ask you one piece of advice that your father gave you when you were entering the spotlight, when he knew that you are getting into this.
He always told me that when you have freedom and independence, you should always be very responsible. So that's something that I try to follow. When I left for college in the UK, he had told me that.
स्पोर्ट्स तक पर आपको न सिर्फ खबरें मिलेंगी बल्कि आपका ओपिनियन भी मैटर करता है। ये आप ही का मंच है। आइए बताइए भारतीय क्रिकेट टीम से आप क्या उम्मीद करते हैं। रहिए स्पोर्ट्स तक के साथ, सब्सक्राइब कीजिए स्पोर्ट्स तक को YouTube और Facebook पर।